It wasn't really a decision in terms of whether I wanted to or whether I didn't want to continue. It was whether my body could keep going at the level it was at. And it's, when you get into your late 30s, it gets more and more difficult to maintain that same physical level of output that I was doing in my sort of mid to late 20s. So you can never expect to get the same result from the same performance. You're always trying to improve, always trying to press on and just to make a better athlete out of yourself. And I realised that I didn't want to just turn up at the Commonwealth Games next year for the sake of competing. I wanted to be there to be competitive and to try and win a medal. And I realised that was going to be very difficult, and the injuries and just the difficulties that I had leading up to London meant that I thought, Glasgow was one step too far. It would have been amazing to compete in Glasgow, and nothing would have given me more pleasure than being there. But you have to be realistic, and you can't think with your heart. You've got to think with your head. And I realised that it had taken so much out of me to get to London. Never mind winning the medal. Actually, just getting into the team for London was a big struggle. Continual issues with injury, real highs and lows with my performance. It wasn't like a really smooth ride like it seemed to be up to Beijing. Retirement's great, as everyone always says when they retire from whatever it is they do. They say they're incredibly busy, and you kind of think, yeah, you accept that's going to happen. But I can't believe how much there is to do and how many things are on my plate at the moment. It's really busy, but great fun. And it's just nice. The nicest thing for me and the biggest change is that I can ride my bike just for fun. Go out and enjoy riding my bike and not have a set power output or speed or heart rate or whatever to be aiming for, and I can just enjoy cycling for cycling's sake. It never got to a point where I didn't enjoy cycling, and if anything, that's what you miss the most. In the period after an Olympic Games, you're doing so many different things and you're all over the place, and you've gone from being very regimented in your routine to then just doing all kinds of different stuff. And what I missed the most, and what I still miss now, is that routine and the kind of being with the guys in the track centre, the part of that whole process of getting to your end goal and being on the team, and just the sort of banter and the fun that you have being part of something. So I missed that, and I always enjoy coming back onto the track and back into training. But at the same time, you have to realise that you're doing it for a reason. You're doing it because you want to achieve an end goal, and if that end goal isn't possible, then you have to call it a day. So it's nice that I can still ride my bike now, still meet the guys a couple of times a week for the road rides. I can still hang in there now, and just enjoy riding for the sake of it, and not have to worry about your performance and how your legs feel every morning when you wake up and you get out of bed and you're aching and you're thinking, what have I got to do today? And these are things that you don't have to worry about anymore.